Flying Witch. We have Makoto, who's the main character of the series. She is a witch in training. She ends up moving to her cousin Kei's house and ends up also befriending her younger cousin, Chinatsu, and lives with them in the countryside trying to perfect her magic skills as well as trying to become a better person. I really enjoy this series. As a witch myself, I love seeing that it's not all wand waving and instant magic and stuff like that. You actually kind of have to develop your skill. I personally enjoy that. I'm also a huge fan of the fact that when it comes to her trying to explain her skill to people who do not use magic, she doesn't just go off and like summon some weird lizard creature or anything like that and then go, oh yeah, this is totally normal. She understands that people are going to either have different reactions. She knows that they're either going to be terrified or curious, maybe even happy that she has these type of skills and abilities. Especially when you end up meeting her older sister Akane, who is an entirely different skill level than she is. Now she's a witch who obviously knows what she's doing. She travels the world. She does everything in her ability to become a better witch as well. And she understands that her sister is still in training. I mean, she teaches her a spell that for her, it's not very complicated. And yet, her sister listens diligently. She understands that it's going to take some time for her to get used to it. Hell, maybe she might even have beginner's luck and do it perfect on the first time. I do like the fact that they treat this as this is a separate world from the one everyone is used to, having everyone be normal or have the witches completely separated. But they don't treat it as if it's a horrible thing to be. If anything, one of Kei's friends is very interested in this, and obviously his little sister, at first kind of questioning the subject of being a witch, decides that she wants to be one too, that she wants to be taken up as Makoto's apprentice, and I think that is so heartwarming. I love it. I also like the introduction of Akane, because they do have that older sister archetype a lot in anime where that she's super sexy, she's super perfect, that obviously because she's the older one that she has more life experience and she has more liberty on how she should treat herself and present herself. I like that Akane is kind of that. She's sexy, she's super smart, she obviously has the experience, but the thing is as well is that she's humbled. Like she knows what she is and it kind of comes off as a little bit arrogant. But when she's with her little sister, she's not competing with her. She's not trying to become even more perfect because she has a sister. She is trying to bring her sister up to her level, and I love it. There was also the introduction of someone whose name is Inukai, and she herself is a fortune teller, but she is also a witch. I mean, those do go hand in hand half of the time. You're a witch, you know how to read ruins, you know how to read tarot cards, you do palm reading, stuff like that. And you do feel like she's going to be kind of an antagonist because she has beef with Akane, and it's because Akane gave her these chocolates and she said, oh well, never mind, don't actually do it because I think I fucked up the spell. And because they were both plastered out of their minds, she just went, nah, just give me that. And because of that, throughout the day, she's stuck with having the more anthropomorphic form of a wolf. So she hides herself completely in her hoods. She needs to not let anyone see her. And she blames Akane for it because Akane is the one who turned her as she was. That she just left with no real answer as to what was going to happen. And all Akane could say was, well, I fucked up the thing and I told you, but now I got to figure it out. How to fix it. And of course, Inuka is mad, but she doesn't take it out on Makoto, which I have seen a lot where because they are related to the person, not even the person who did the thing, but because they are related to that person, they get all the hate, they get beaten up, they deal with all the bullshit. Inukai does not let that happen. She decides to not treat Makoto like she is the one at fault. She knows she isn't. It's her sister's fault. She ends up befriending her and Kei and Chinatsu and has a good relationship with them. And she knows that when she visits at night, when they finally see her in her full human form, they're like, oh, you're really pretty. And I am so sorry for what my sister did. And they have this nice relationship. Even when she ends up seeing Akane later and has that beef still between them of, will you turn me into this furry? So fix it. Akane even says, sorry, I fucked up. I will do my best to figure out how to reverse this so you can go on living your normal life. And I enjoy that. There's resolution to this. There's no actual bitter conflict. But then again, this is also a slice of life series, so it's to be expected. I like the inclusion of Chito, who is Makoto's familiar and who puts up with all of Makoto's bullshit, as well as everything to do with the kids, and is really good. And that's another thing. I love that they put in familiars. Oh, and that they show that they are not just cat. I get it. Which cat? Basics. I have 2 of them. Inokai, they show her with a hamster. She has this cute little white hamster, and you've got a little bow tie on. That's fucking adorable. I mean, they show that they have different types of familiars, and I also really do enjoy how beautiful the art is. And especially this one little series having to find this cafe that is hidden to the human eye. It looks like an abandoned, worn down place. But in reality, when you go in, the glamour comes off and you see this beautiful little cafe for what it is. And the waitress is a ghost. And even so, she stays invisible because she's so shy. And even when they reveal her form, she kind of flips out a little bit. But they mean no harm. They mean no bad intention. And, they end up actually going there more often. They like meeting with her. And even though she's shy, they want to get to know her. I love the inclusion of the owner and her daughter. And how they're also witches. And like this kind of community that comes together, and even in such a small rural place, it puts a smile on my face. I would highly recommend this series. It's just 12 episodes. It's pure, adorable slice of life with no ill intent, no super drama. Within the last 3 episodes, I enjoy it. And I would highly recommend it. I love the really good portrayal of being a witch in training, that it's not all easy, and as well as the sisterly relationship, because no offense, but over the years, when it comes to anime relationships with siblings, it's either you want to fuck your sibling, you hate them with every fiber of your being, you are so close together it is cutesy as fuck, or you have a secret relative that you did not know about until the last episode. Bullshit. But this, having a sibling that is better than you, older than you, obviously much more visually attractive, and them still being a phenomenal person with their ground leveledness of wanting to help, it's nice. Yeah, I would say go out there, watch this series. It's only 12 episodes long. It will not take you that much to go through it, especially when it comes to cute witch girls, but best of all, cute familiars. It's really good.